everyone. Welcome to the L&D Nexus podcast, the show where we explore the future of learning, work, and leadership in the rapidly changing world. I'm your host, Dinah, and today's episode is all about Industry 4.0, the age of AI, automation, and digital transformation, and what it means for the skills of tomorrow. And now I'm thrilled to welcome our special guest, Taqua Malik, someone who's been at the forefront of workforce transformation, helping organizations prepare their people for the challenges and opportunities ahead. Taqua, hello. We're very happy to see you. And could you please briefly tell us about your background and what you're doing now, what you're working on now these days?
Thank you so much, Diana. It's really nice to be here, and it's a pleasure to talk to you and the team at the L&D Nexus. You guys are doing awesome work, and it's a pride to join this movement right from the beginning. So, what I'm doing now, and it's something that is very close to my heart. The cultural intelligence, the cultural understanding, the connection between different perspectives, backgrounds, different cultures, different school of thoughts, how to bring that gap closer, how to help them understand how to operate within the Middle Eastern and the Arabic business context, the Arabic business environment. Um, we're now at a time where this part of the world is seeing tremendous growth. It's truly the land of opportunities, and they come with a very strong cultural foundation. So that's something that is very important and crucial for businesses to understand, because when mistakes happen, they happen in silence and they are expensive. So it
Mhm.
becomes quite important to protect and guide these businesses to operate and connect genuinely without having to go through these mistakes.
Well, that's really amazing job and very important impact to any business because as you correctly say, mistakes happen in silence, and this is the biggest problem, which in the further people have to manage. Because always it's much easier to prevent mistakes
Yeah,
than to fix them. Because fixing
exactly.
mistakes takes a lot of time and efforts.
Yeah,
I know that
yeah,
from my
yeah,
own experience also.
yeah.
So let's get started with the first question, which is very simple. Like, why Industry 4.0 is forcing companies to rethink skills faster than ever before?
Absolutely. It's a massive upgrade. Like when we just compare it to a software upgrade, like 0.1 is not like 1.0. It's an entirely different setting on
Mm-hmm.
how the skill set is being looked at from an industry point of view. So, in short, and in my own understanding, the industry 4.0 is really collapsing the time for companies to adapt to the change. Things have to happen really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Companies need to rethink the speed of designing, planning, executing the skill set the employees would have, or the skill set the students would have from a learning and development perspective. It just puts them in a position where they need to act quickly and adapt along while applying the change in a matter that would be at the very end very beneficial to the business, that would help it go efficient, but in a very effective way. So bigger action at a shorter time. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm. Actually, true. Absolutely. It's just forcing us to rush in every step, to be honest. And okay, let's now see this point of view for employees. What are the top three future ready skills for every employee which they must learn within these 5 years?
Uh, First and foremost, the digital fluency.
Mm-hmm.
See, Diana, now it's not something that is nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
for a company's, if we're talking from an employer's perspective, a company staff would need definitely to know and understand how to deal, even on a basic level, with AI, with
Mm-hmm.
data, with technology and software solutions that are emerging day by day, with tools that are being introduced around the clock to automate the repetitive tasks. So the digital fluency to deal with those, that's the skill number one. Skill number two, and this is from my own experience, is the cultural intelligence, the
Oh.
cultural understanding. Businesses, though they want it or not, are going global.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the nearby locality of people who are going to be your customers or clients. You might have people using your product or service from an entirely different continent, and
Mm-hmm.
staff needs to understand how to deal with everyone to avoid conflict, misunderstanding, sensitive expressions. This skill is vital, and we've seen where some of the incidents happened because one word or one expression could mean something in in a certain culture, and a different place it's something else. So this is quite
Mm-hmm.
important. uh, the third one is the adaptability. The shift that is happening now does not allow room for mentalities that are against change. Everything is changing pretty quickly, and while the change is happening, we need to have that skill of critically think and analyze what works and what doesn't. So not
Mm-hmm.
to accept anything and not to reject everything, no, but to go critical about it and analyze in our own minds and within the framework of the business on focusing on the things that work. So that these are the top skills, how I see them.
Mm-hmm. So, like summary, first skill
Um,
was.
Digital fluency,
Mm-hmm.
cultural intelligence, and
Mm-hmm.
adaptability with critical thinking.
Okay, adaptability is critical thinking. This is important. Oh yeah. Okay, we will note it down. And so, also another question related to AI impact. Is AI nowadays really replacing jobs, or is it just giving more opportunities and stimulating employees to grow faster?
Oh, that's a tough one. um, AI is redefining
Mm-hmm.
how jobs are being done.
Okay.
So for jobs that require a repetitive way of doing it, not very much requiring a lot of, let's say, innovation or human interaction,
Mm-hmm.
AI could really take a big part of those to be replaced, everything to be automated, because
Mm-hmm.
it is the nature of things that AI does the best. Automation, everything manual to be fully coded. So that system. So
Mm-hmm.
it's, yes, it's redefining, it's reshaping how jobs are done. But in the meanwhile, it's creating opportunities, Diana, because AI now is a very dominating concept wherever we go. And unintentionally, it gives a very big room for everything that is human to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Human collaboration, human thoughts, human interaction. So yes, it is redefining the market scene and the jobs and the jobs requirement. Yes, that's a fact. But it's giving an ample room for anything that AI cannot do.
Yeah.
Personalization, human interaction, cultural understanding. These are things that are not designed for the AI to do. It's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
human. Yeah. So,
Also.
yes, it does come with an opportunity for growth. And it's then comes down to people in charge of learning and development. to prepare the workforce for the new market AI
Mm-hmm.
creates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand your point totally because actually I am also in that kind of people, among those people who believe that people cannot be totally replaced. Human employees, it's impossible. Just point is that AI and AI tools nowadays, they are just, as you correctly say, they're redefining how our works have to be done. And this is why, uh, this is why re- reskilling and upskilling become very important nowadays. So, what is the difference between these two processes, like reskilling, upskilling, and why does it matter for HR leaders?
Okay, I'll start with the upskilling. Upskilling means refining and developing something that already exists.
Mm-hmm,
It's not um, creating the skill,
mm-hmm,
it's upskilling something that already exists, but making it better. Like if I would go, for example, with designers, okay, let's say a graphic designer would upskill their skill
mm-hmm,
through digital design, or they could use a different sort of software. It's refining what's already there, while reskilling is moving from the old to the new. It's
mm-hmm,
resetting the skill.
mm-hmm,
Um, just like something that has been done very manually to now go to be fully automated. That is reskilling.
mm-hmm,
Um, HR leaders need both
mm-hmm,
because people, staff members, they receive information in different ways. Some of them might be more receptive to upgrading what they have because they already have the foundation, while others need to reskill the whole thing. They would need to put into a new program to train them on a skill from scratch until they master it and
mm-hmm,
until they get closer to the target. It's going to be a process. It's not a one off, it's a process.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think HR leaders do really need to look into both.
Yeah, definitely, especially depending on the situation. You have to just make priority either upskilling or reskilling.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it means if there should be upskilling, regular upskilling and reskilling, there should be also learning programs. Maybe
Absolutely.
so. Maybe you know some advices. Like, just 1 second. Mhm. Maybe you can give me advices like how can organizations create learning programs that employees truly learn from instead of just completing for the compliance as it usually happens.
Yeah, yeah. I understand what you're saying. And
Mm-hmm,
yes, in most cases, we've seen it's just to tick a box, a compliance box. But it's far more than that. See, Diana, now learning and development is not just a check in the box to be ticked. It's something that is relevant. It's something that is applicable. It's
mm-hmm,
something that people would adopt in their daily tasks, the day in, day out work. They would practice it, not just attend the session or the training, get the handouts, and we're done. It's not just that. So, what I really look for when, for example, let's say, my employer, if I'm going to take myself as an example, let's say my employer would be wanting to put me into a training program,
mm-hmm,
then definitely I would want to be in something that I could see myself doing for a really long time, something that solves a real problem, and something that I could integrate it in my daily workflow. something I could talk to my teammates about, something we could do
Mm-hmm.
together. So it's something beyond attendance. It's beyond attendance. So that's I think an important caliber that will help
Mm-hmm.
on
Yeah.
selecting the right program.
Mm-hmm. Very good advice, because when you understand in your mind that it will be really useful for you, for your work, for your quality of your work, and for the result of the company and your personal result, it will make you just not think even about coming there or not coming there, or completing this course or not completing it. You will just do that without thinking, because you understand the value. Exactly. And also, another question related to job roles, because there are many opinions all around the world and communities which positions can be replaced, which positions cannot be replaced. So, how can leaders identify which roles are the highest risk of automation, and what should they do about it?
Okay. My take on this is that every leader knows the details of the jobs that the member of his or her team do.
Mm-hmm,
They know what their member teams do, each and every one of them.
mm-hmm,
If we break each and every job description down, not all tasks would require human intervention,
mm-hmm,
and not all tasks would be replaceable by AI.
mm-hmm,
So some tasks would be, yes, could be converted into systems, fully automated. But the ones that are not to be replaced, the ones that are human dependent, these are the ones that the leaders should support and capitalize
mm-hmm,
on to get the best out of their team members, to help them to make
mm-hmm,
the job even better. Because when a very good human skill is paired with a strong system, this is a very powerful combination.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yes, a leader would be able to see this, and he would be or she would be in a position to decide how to best use or put into use the skills that their team members has.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's how I see
Mm.
it.
Okay, I can see. Yeah, this is a good point. Actually, it's not visible when people are just irreplaceable, to be honest. It's
Absolutely.
sometimes, especially nowadays, with the impact of AI and these kind of tools, uh, this future model of work, it adds value to the emotional intelligence and just human features which we have. So this is actually good for us. And next question: what are the biggest mistakes that companies make when they try to reskill their workforce? Big mistakes.
Re- Reskill. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that reskilling is an ongoing process and strategy and not a one off. If the company sees this as a one off program to be done once a quarter, once a year, that's a big mistake,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
because this is really um, leading the team to go deficient. It
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't at all be a one off, it's a continuous um, strategy to be applied, because people would need time to adjust and adapt. And it's a
Mm-hmm.
reskill. We're resetting things here. So they
Mm-hmm.
need to have the opportunity to adapt to what's coming new.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Another mistake is to put employees or professionals into programs there that that are not relevant to them.
Mhm.
That happens quite frequently. People find themselves having to go to training sessions that are not relevant to what they do.
Yeah.
So they're there just to, as you said earlier, to tick a box. While it
Mhm.
should be very relevant, it should be
Mhm.
actually something that they would have their input included. What would you like to learn about? What
Mhm.
skill would you like to start acquiring? What is your take on us bringing this sort of training to the firm?
Mhm.
Their voices matter because they are the ones who are going to be receiving this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's quite important. Involving and consulting the team members about the program. Um, One big mistake is the high focus on technical skills, Diana.
Mhm.
While these are important, yeah, they are important, but the soft human skills are now much more important.
Mhm. Mhm.
Communication skills, cultural understanding, leading with purpose, emotional awareness. We're
Mhm.
human here, so we're not
Mhm.
dealing with robots. It's us. So
Yes.
it's really helpful and it pays off in folds if we learn how to deal with each other effectively, respectfully, with full awareness and mindfulness that we have differences. We're not compatible, but it's the beauty of getting everything to work in harmony, no clashes, no conflicts. That requires a skill to be attained. It's not a given thing because the difference is there. So I don't really see enough attention being paid to this. This is quite important. And I really hope that it takes the space that it should be.
Mhm. Yeah. Amazing answer. To be honest, I really like your points of view, and
Thank
I
you.
agree because human features like soft human skills is exactly what is irreplaceable by AI and other digital tools. And let's finish with the last question. If you had to give just one advice to companies preparing for Industry 4.0, what would it be?
Uh, Number one, invest in adaptability because nothing is constant.
Mm-hmm,
The 4.0 soon is going to become 4.1, 4.2, 4.5, 5.0. Things change.
mm-hmm,
So, adaptability must be a core skill for the
mm-hmm,
leadership, for the staff, for the top management. Adaptability, being flexible and agile with change in a way that serves the best interest of the business. That's number one. Number two, learning continuously. As we
mm-hmm,
said, it's not a one off. It's not a one
mm-hmm,
off. It's continuous. It should be embedded within the framework of the business that we learn as long as we are alive. The
yeah,
school of life. Every day is a school day. We learn
mm-hmm,
something new every day. And then it would be tailored, of course, to the nature of the business. And number three, and this is the bit that I see from my own work, is to ensure that cultural intelligence and understanding is deeply ingrained on how the business is conducting its offering. It should be a business that understands itself, understands its team, and understands its customers. That comes with deep knowledge and awareness of everything that relates to the culture of the place where they are operating, bearing in mind that it is going to be a global audience. So that's something that is very important for the business to look into and consider. So the adaptability, the continuous learning, and the cultural intelligence and understanding. These are the three things I think a business should really consider.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. Very useful advice, Taqwa.
thank you.
Thank you for this conversation, and it was really full with insights and useful strategies for anyone in HR or L&D and leadership who's preparing their workforce for the future. So,
Absolutely.
for our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share our video with someone in your network. Thanks again, Taqwa,
Been a pleasure.
and
Thank you.
see you soon. And see you soon,
Thank you.
our dear listeners.
Thank you so much, Diana. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.